Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First, we want to introduce ourselves. My name is Anakaya Putriku and my partner Anissa Intan Purnama and Tari Saura Salsabila. Well, for our today's presentation, the topic of our chosen article is about linguistics. So the article that we have chosen and the title of this article is Register and Styles as Distinct and Functional Varieties of Language, written by Obin Snuhu Isaac in 2014 that published by IISTE. So from this, we will give our little summary of this article. So in here we can see that our article topic is talking about the style, the context, and register. And next. So here I want to explain about the definition of the style. So according to Janet Holmes, style is a language variation which reflects changes in situational such as addressee, setting, tasks, or topics. So style also can be defined as the variance or the differences in language forms that are used for some purpose based on the certain situations. And next. So here, the first one is we are going to talk about addressee as an influence of style. Addressee is the terminology used by the people when they are talking to others, and this varies according to their educations, their social standing, their profession, or their specific kind of work. It can even be determined by their nationality or ethnicity. So, for example, the language that we use when we're talking to our friend at school will be, "Hey Rida, let's go to the canteen." So if we are talking to our friends, to our close friends, or the person that we familiar with it, the language style that we use tends to be more relaxed. And this is different at the other side when we talk to the people that we are not very well known. For example, such as, "Excuse me, sir, can you give me directions to the nearest hospital?" So the language style in here, we can see that we will tend to use more a formal language. So next. Next is about the age of addressee. The age of the person addressed may influence a speaker's style. People generally talk differently to children and to adults, though some adjust their speech style or accommodate more than the others. Next. So in here, this is the table of the differences in language that use based on the age. So the children, mostly they use the sentence that are more short and grammatically simple. And it is different that the adults usually use the more complex sentence and the grammar. And also the children usually use a simple verb, common verb that are used is, for example, like, play, and to. And this is different that the adults usually use the verb that is more complex. For example, the exotic, resort, vow, gratitude, and so yeah. And next. So here the another example. The example one is about addressing the children. This is Mrs. N going to talk to the children. She would say, "Hello Google Buffy, ludil or ichi wich pupu, uch ichi pupu, yes. Can you talk? Can you talk?" Something like that. That we can see that the verb or the grammar is more simple than the example two that talking to adult, elderly or the adult, becomes like, "It is time for your lunch now, isn't it, Mary? You better wash your hands." So in here we can see that when we're talking to the adult, the verb that we use is more complex. Next. So the next is about the social background of addressee. Language variation with social background of addressee is a language variation with respect to the status, class, and social class of speaker. Variation of this language regarding all the personal problems of the speaker, such as age, education, gender, occupation, level of nobility, socioeconomic circumstances, and many more. Next. So here we can see that the style of the language that we use to ordinary people who were in the streets in contrast to the way we talk to the people who have higher education or the lecturer. So the first example is the students to the lecturer. Uh, yes, sir, and I came to ask you to give me some hints on the art of public speaking. And this is different when the customer talking to the waiter. It becomes bring me 3 slices of bread, an egg, and a cup of tea. So in here, address is really important influence on the speaker's style. For example, like the lecturer here is a very important addressee that which can influence the speaker or the students to speak kind of more in a formal way. So next is going to be presented next. So next is going to be presented by Tara.
Okay, the next is the definition of the context. According to Henry G. Vidalson, context is a concept, a systematic structure that is in the human mind. Context can also be sought from previous event or form psychologically each individual. So, basically, context refers to those objects which surround a focal event. In this discipline, typically a communicate event of some kind. Next, Next, next. Okay. Next, context, style, and class. In context, style, and class is defined into several parts. First, formal context and social roles. A person's social role is determined by his or her position or status in the society, and he or she is expected to follow an expected set of behavior. So the speech style will be influenced by the social role or the setting of the place. Okay, for instance, Rocky has a mother who works as a lecturer at the university where he studies. When at home, she will call his mother as mama. However, when he was on the campus, he will call his mother as Mrs. or man. Here, Rocky adjusts the language according to the context of the place and its social roles. Is it a condition where we must be wise at placing position when we use word and must pay attention to the context that we will convey to the addressee? Okay, the second, collo- colloquial style or the vernacular. In the previous presentation, we have, I mean, um, so basically, colloquial style or the vernacular is a non-standardized form of language and it does not have any official status. Okay, for example, in a formal situation, when we would like to have someone who we dislike away from us, we would say, "I'd really like you to leave me alone." However, in an informal situation, we would simply say, "Pajarov," or using the colloquial style. Okay, next, 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 next. Oh, okay. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. Sorry. The third, the interaction of social class and style. The higher a person's social class and the more organized the structure of the language he uses. And the lower person's social class, the less organized the structure of the language used or may be more close. So the style changes when we speak to people from different social backgrounds, such as a lower, middle, or upper class. For instance, the language used everyday life by a lecturer must be different from people who work as street vendors. Lecturers use more formal language rather than street vendor. And the fourth, hypercorrection. Hypercorrection is an attempt to justify a language in a sentence or phrase. but it leads to the wrong result. Like so, the use of some of the rule, pronunciation, or grammar rules that many users assume the language is not correct, but actually the reader or writer make this misunderstanding to be combined with the desire to appear formal or educated. Okay, for instance, it's the exaggeration of some lower class speaker in imitating middle class standard speech. The use of I rather than me in the construction, such as between you and I, it should be between you and me. Okay, the next topic will be presented by Intan. Okay.
So, do you hear my voice? Okay, the next topic is register. So, register is a language used at any moment and depend on what do you do, by whom, and by what means. Register is indicate the type of social process is going. So, uh, register is a various of the language according to its use. In this concept, the register is not limited to the choice of word, but also is include the choice of the use of text, structure, and texture such as cohesion and graphic text, as well as the choice of phonology or graphology. Because register covers all linguistic aspect, many linguistics call the register a style of language. So here, uh, five type of register. Each of these uses is determined by a different situation. So, so of course, it would not be appropriate if we use informal language or mm, of course, it would be not be appropriate if we use informal language or our everyday language to talk to friends and use it in a big discussion with teacher or lecturer. So it means that this language register must be appropriate and depending on who the audience is and what the topic and purpose is, as well as where the location of the speaker is located, we must be able to control the use of register in order to enjoy success in everyday aspect situation we face. So first, we have frozen. This form is sometimes called the static register because it refers to historic language or communication that is intended to remain unchanged, like constitution or prayer. Example, the Bible, the United States Constitution, a bibliographic references. So this frozen register usually used in a written language. Second is uh, formal. Formal is less rigid but still constrained. The formal register is reused in professional, academic, or legal settings where communication is expected to be respectful, uninterrupted, and restrained. Slang is never used and contraction are rare. Example, the TED talk, a business presentation, the Encyclopedia Britannica, Grey's Anatomy by Henry Grace. So this version register usually used to formal lecturer. Next is consultative. So people use this register often in conversation when they are speaking with someone who has specialized knowledge or who is offering advice. For example, the local TV news broadcast an annual physical, a service provider like a plumber. So uh, here, the consultative register used when we talk to stranger. Next is casual. So this is the register people use when they are talking with friends, close acquaintance, and coworker and family. For example, the attendance a birthday party, a backyard barbecue. Then last is intimate. So linguistics says this register is reserved for special occasion, usually between only two people and often in private. For example, inside joke between two college friends or two-word whisper in a lover ear among husband and wife. For example, darling, honey. Then, uh, so the conclusion of our presentation is style, context, and register is continuity. So if we only discuss one of them, such as context or style, the understanding will not occur because this course is concerned with language user and to whom that language user use language. So that's all. Thank you so much for your attention. And I'm sorry if we have made a lot of mistakes during our presentation. So, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Wait.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.